Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we are going to discuss the 2022 Netflix original film, 13 the Musical. So this is based on the '07 musical, which premiered in LA in '07 and is workshop. '08 had its Broadway debut and it closed in '09. This is the production. The '08 production is technically which kick-started Ariana Grande's career and Liz Gilly's career, because the two of them are starring in the '08 Broadway production. And then in '09, they both debuted as Sam and Jade, respectively, in Nickelodeon's Victorious. So this is a good origin story of the two actresses who've done incredible work since. Talking about the show itself, I never saw the Broadway show. I did have a friend at the time who did some of the music in the production from fall 2008 to like winter 2009. It was on very briefly on Broadway, but it was very popular with the middle schoolers. Middle school productions, very popular with high school productions, because it's about 13-year-olds trying to figure out life, crushes, and things. Main character Evan, he's turning 13, so he's preparing for a bar mitzvah. But his parents are getting a divorce, so he has to move to Indiana. And how does that work, being the new kid in school, trying to make friends, trying to have a big party, etc. Right? That's the premise. That's it. This 2022 film, it's an hour and a half. It's quick, but it's super slow, which is interesting to say for an hour and a half film, because it's so slow and it's so dragging. And some of the music is okay. The Opportunity song is really good, but it's just boring at times. And I feel bad saying that, but it is what it is. The story is not as magical as it could have been, I feel. There's far too cut and dry. There's like no getting to places. It's just, this is how it is and this is what we're doing. It's just, there's no like figuring it out kind of a thing. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. Some parts were just like watching paint dry. Maybe it was just some of the actors that they cast. I don't know. It seemed like they had a good time, all working on it together. The little marker blooper stuff at the end was enjoyable. It was the best part of the film, to be completely honest. But certain parts, I'm watching this and I'm like, oh my God, this is just an awful version of a Disney Channel original film. That's what this felt like. And it just felt like a really bad acted version of a of a DCOM. And it's not. It's a Netflix show. So to go from 2022's Matilda the Musical, which is Netflix, which was absolutely phenomenal, flawless, incredible, to then Netflix's 2022 13 the Musical, felt super disjointed. Super disjointed. It was the same target age range for, both productions, and they're both Netflix productions. So why does one supersede the other? It's because the story. The story is incredible within the Matilda, and the narrative, the speeches, the monologues, gorgeous. The story, the monologues, the speeches in 13 didn't hold. It was just fluff. It wasn't kind of a thing, right? I don't know. It was strange. I watched it. I've been sorting Legos as I watch some musicals. Figure it's good to do while I'm reviewing. I haven't watched musicals in a while, so I wanted to get back into that briefly as I'm reading Goosebumps books, as I'm sorting Legos, as I'm working two jobs. Things, right? Currently recording this on the 4th, hat off, thankfully. Get to do all of these things. That's it. That's the life update on that. 13 the Musical, the Netflix 2022 movie. Meh. I'm gonna give it a solid 4 out of 10. Just wasn't it. Don't have to watch it again. We watched it. On to the next review. Mucho mahalo.